Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another video. You guys should pray that I blow so that I can afford a nice backdrop and a ring light so that I stop sitting down in the parlor like this. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching my last video. 100 plus views. Skr. I'm excited. Today's video is not about literature or the arts. Actually, it's about something I'm very passionate about. But before we get into that, next week's video is going to be really nice, and it's going to be about Nigerian literature. I'm going to have a guest on the show, and he's like chef's kiss when it comes to African literature. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a riot. Today, the thing I want to talk about is 5 phrases that me as a woman, I'm tired of hearing. Like, I don't want to hear them ever again. Number 1, beauty and brains. This thing is so popular. Like, the people always say, oh my god, she's so intelligent and she's beautiful, so beautiful and beauty and brains. The point I want to make is that that statement comes with a presumption that women are majorly ornamental, and it is actually sexist. My litmus test to find out if something is sexist is if there is an equal representative of that thing or like an alternative for men. So when a man is handsome and brilliant, do we say handsomeness and brains for him? No, we do not, because such statements don't exist for men, because there is no presumption that they are majorly ornamental and are not supposed to be intelligent. We just accept that men are handsome and they're fine. There's no need to eulogize it, or there's no need to say anything fancy about it, because it's just taken for granted, and women are not afforded that same levity. Whenever they say beauty and brains, it's because there's a presumption that women are not supposed to be smart, are not supposed to have anything to offer mentally. So if you say beauty and brains a lot, this is not to drag you, it's just to get you thinking about what's behind a lot of the things that we say. So you might want to, chuck that out of your vocabulary and just not say it anymore. The second thing that I want to talk about is, when men say this thing like, you're not like other girls. And this is usually in response to maybe you don't wear a lot of makeup, or like you dress differently, or you're into games or something. They're like, oh, you're not like other girls. And I don't like this thing that men do when they try and differentiate and class women into these tiny boxes and just like use stereotypical ideas of women. So what if I don't like to wear makeup? Oh, you're natural, I'm not like those other girls. Keep quiet. Like, leave it alone. Like, stop comparing us to other women and like this unnecessary stereotypical understanding of women, that women can only be one way. And so when you find a girl that you're trying to compliment her by diminishing or like degrading other women, dead it. She's not like other girls. Allow it. You don't need to. That statement is unnecessary. Let it go. What I hate so much, and I'm learning how to drive currently, guys. So I heard this a lot on the road. She's driving like a woman. Why are you crying like a girl? Look at how he's dancing like woman. All these kind of statements are sexist because they inherently presume that to be female is to be weak, is to be inept, or is to not know how to do something properly, or to be an emotional wreck. So whenever people say, oh, she's driving like woman, what does that mean? Does that mean women can't drive well? Who told you that? I don't know men that can also not drive well. Why do we not say she's driving like man? Or we know that like sometimes like men don't know how to cook and men are terrible cooks. I don't know, say to women, oh, you're cooking like man. There is this unnecessary idea in society that is not even just unnecessary, it's actually harmful, that to be female is to be less than, or is to be bad at something, or is to be an insult practically. Why are you dressing like a woman? Always said like with this very derogatory tone. What is wrong with being a woman? There's nothing wrong with being a woman. It is our society that has imposed these unnecessary sexist standards on everybody. What does driving like a woman mean? Things like you're crying like a girl, they are even harmful to the boys they are being said to, because it forces them to repress their emotions and not to learn how to communicate emotions properly. They can't express themselves, they can't cry. Boys that are journal are treated somehow. They are taught to just suppress all their emotions because crying is girly or expressing your emotions is girly. Who said that? It's very important that as we grow up and as we potentially become parents ourselves and move higher up, like as we grow up and move higher up in society, that we tend to interrogate and try and put an end to harmful things that people say. If you hear anybody saying you're driving like a woman, you're crying like a girl, tell them to tell them to keep it locked. Tell them to keep those kind of things inside their chest. We're not trying to hear it. We are tired, fed up and tired of hearing it. Another one we hate so much. Number 3, boys will be boys. What would they be before? Or that's how men are. Don't blame him. That's how men are. Why statements like this are harmful? They're harmful for so many reasons, but I'll give you 2. Number 1, they absolve boys or men of responsibility and accountability for their actions. So when we say things like boys will be boys, maybe they are playing rough, or they are being destructive, or they are doing boyish stuff. What we're teaching them is that the way they're behaving is a direct consequence of their gender. They're not responsible for how they're behaving, because boys will be boys. Boys will be boys is what leads to serial harassment, bullying, and depression for other people in school. Boys will not be boys if they're going to harm other people. It is not the cornerstone of masculinity to hurt other people. It is not, and it can never be. And if that is the idea that we're trying to propagate, we need to put an end to it. It can never be the cornerstone of masculinity to hurt others, to cause violence, to cause harm. So when you say boys will be boys because a boy is bullying another person in school, what you're doing is that you're telling that boy that what he's doing is okay because it's a part of being a boy. The part of boyhood or masculinity is causing harm to others, bullying others, causing disruption. And that is a lie. That is a very, very, very big lie. And even when they grow older, it makes them evolve into men who are just not held accountable for their actions. Men who cheat, or men who are not responsible fathers, or men who don't help out with their children in the house, or men who don't help out with domestic chores. It turns to, that's how men are. Are you expecting him to help us? That's how men are. No. It cannot be the marker of your identity as being male to not help out, to be lazy, to not know how to do domestic chores, to be emotionally unhealthy or insensitive. Those are not expectations that we should just all generally agree and give men the leeway, give them the room to be harmful. And also saying things like boys will be boys, what it also does is that it creates harmful gendered stereotypes that men will be consistently held to, and it harms anyone who's trying to divest from such stereotypes. So if you have boys that are into ballet, or boys that like to cook, or boys that like to play with dolls, all of a sudden their masculinity is being questioned because they're not buying into boys will be boys. And that's crap. It's nonsense. And I'm running for it. I guess something like, number 5, my last one. A woman's place is in the... Don't let me hear it. Don't even let me hear it. And as Nigerian women, we really have it tough because you have someone like the president of your country going on national television to say that, women belong in the other room. Sir, explain yourself. What is the meaning of that statement? And this is like a political figure, the political figure in the country, making those kind of statements about women and about our position in society. And so, where do we go from there? No. Friends, family, and Yarai, and neighbors, help me. Where do we actually go as women if we're being told by the leader of our country that we don't belong in rooms of power, we don't belong in positions of responsibility, we don't belong in places where things can change, where we can make impact? When we are told that we belong in the other room, we belong in the kitchen, we belong in the bedroom. Men are always trying to tell women where they ought to be, what they're trying to do, what they should wear, how they should look, and we are tired. Hello, hear me, we are tired. We don't want to hear it again. The one that you have done is enough. Keep the remaining in your chest. It's actually just ridiculous that you actually think that you can tell a woman where she should be, what she should aspire to. It's crap. And we literally have to, we have to fight it tooth and nail. There is no man that should look at you and immediately put a limit on your capabilities, put a limit on your aspirations, put a limit on your achievements. A woman belongs in he should shove it up his. He should shove it up. You should not give me that. Come on, pretty. Don't give me that stuff. Don't ever give me that stuff. A woman's place is wherever she wants to be. A woman should do whatever she wants to do. Our foremothers and all the movers and shakers have not fought this hard for us to be placed into boxes and for our aspirations to be cut short. No. You need to get that. You need to get that. We are limitless. Our possibilities are boundless. We can dream, we can aspire, we can think of being wherever we want to be. It is not up to men or anyone else to tell us where we should be. A woman says not the kitchen, my dear. If you want to be in the kitchen and you're a high-paying chef and you're busting it up and killing them, sure, because that's where you want to be. So many women and so many young girls are stripped of agency. And last year I did a sociology report on gender in Nigeria and the construction of gender in Nigeria, and I was just looking at how so much of our upbringing is to just make men completely absolve them of consequences for their actions, to place them on a pedestal, and to have women constantly playing clean up and catch up to them. It's rubbish. You and your brother will be in the house, but it's you that's washing your brother's plates. It's you that is doing all the chores, and it's you that is doing all the cooking, and your brother is putting his feet up and playing game. These are the kind of cycles that we grew up in that we just quite frankly have to interrogate and stop, because it cannot be our reality anymore, and God forbid it be reality of our daughters. This got deep pretty fast, but I have this thing where I want to keep my YouTube videos really short and sweet. So those are 5 things as a Nigerian woman I am tired of hearing. Thank you guys for listening. My next video should be out next week Sunday, and it's going to be with my guest, and we're going to be discussing juicy details about Nigerian literature, and I hope to see you guys then. Bye, and thank you for listening.